this found you February 25th, this reading's for you. This is going to be different than any other reading I've done. So if this found you, it's going to be extremely powerful. You're probably a very spiritual person already, and you have some ascended masters who want to speak with you. Usually I just channel spirit guides. I always channel from the vibration of, you know, love and light. So we always get high vibe energy. But this one's different. This is like, but there's a round table and we have Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, like Yahweh, whatever you know, all the ascended masters, whoever you want to call them. If they're all sitting at this oval table and there is a seat for you with your name listed, and they're looking at you and they're waiting, like, are you ready for this? Do you want to come and have a conversation with us? Do you want to come and get some answers about your life? Would you go sit down at the table? Or would you say, no, not yet? If you would find yourself saying, no, not yet, then this video is not for you. But if you would go sit with those ascended masters, then this video is for you, okay? Because there's some big change coming into your life if you listen to the advice that these ascended masters have for you, okay? Like I said, if you ignore this video, it won't happen. And that's okay. It just means you're not ready. It's meant for you, but at a later time. So let's go ahead and see what you need to hear. The King of Cups. First thing that came out, the Six of Pentacles with the Page of Wands. Okay, the first thing I'm seeing is that you have 3 spirit guides with you all the time. Because I think that you're supposed to do things in this lifetime that's kind of bigger than yourself. And I think you know this. And there's probably been a part of your life where you felt like something was missing, or there's like some kind of calling that you weren't sure, you know, an itch that needed to be scratched, and you weren't sure how to do that, right? A lot of you were probably drawn to like be a teacher. Maybe you didn't go down that path. Maybe you went down a different one. Or maybe some of you have been called into like healthcare in some way because you just felt this like, you know, like you wanted to give in some way, but maybe some of the jobs you even had in healthcare didn't really give you that fulfillment that you were wanting, okay? If that sounds like you, it's because you have this calling within you that you are supposed to do something a little bit bigger than yourself, but you're trying to fill in the puzzle piece on your own, and Spirit already knows what that perfect puzzle piece is, and they know when the perfect timing is to fill in that puzzle piece, okay? So you have 3 very strong spirit guides with you all the time. They're in gold. So if you ever see like the gold glimmer or a gold sparkle at the corner of your eye, that's them, and you're kind of picking up on their energy. And I feel like they're constantly giving you so much advice, but you're not always tuned in. You can't always hear them, and it's because of your vibration, okay? When you're not trying to hear them is when you hear them. When you're doing like meditative exercises, that's when you hear them. And I'm not talking about when you sit and purposely meditate. I'm talking about things that put you in a meditative state, okay? So going on a walk, or cleaning your house, or gardening, or coloring, or when you go to bed and you're not thinking and you're like almost in that phase where it's like you're awake but you're not asleep and your mind's blank. Pay attention to all those times. When you're driving in the car, I get so much when I'm driving and I'm actually like quiet and I turn the radio off and I actually just like am in silence. I get so many downloads. These moments are the moments that you need to be paying attention to, because that's when you're getting this knowledge, okay? That's when you're getting this knowledge. I feel like you have a defender, okay? You have a defender. And this is a person in your life. They're your defender, and they can be hot-headed. They can be kind of blunt. They can be fast to react, okay? And there is a point to it all, okay? And I feel like there's about to be, we're about to turn a corner. And this person who is like your defender is involved in this in some way. Because look, I'm seeing the Ace of Swords, and aces are about new beginnings, okay? But I feel like it's coming in quick. I feel like you're this balloon. You're floating through time and space. You're a balloon, right? This is the analogy of Spirit showing me. And the balloon, it's starting to kind of deflate. So you know how a balloon looks after time, where it's like it's not as high as it once was. It's kind of just blipping along, and it's losing its air, but it's still a balloon. Okay? And then there's a very special moment that comes, and it's a little pin, a little needle comes and boop, pops the balloon, and then like all the air comes out. And now we're in a totally different place. And now what? We start from scratch. Okay, that's what's about to happen. And this defender, I don't know, they might be the one that gives you the blow, that kind of changes your reality, but your reality is about to be changed in some way. And Spirit wants you to know this. When this happens, just picture that balloon, like when the air runs out and wherever it lands, wherever you land is exactly where you're supposed to be in that moment in time. It was all about divine timing anyway. Okay? So the Four of Cups. I feel like this might be by April. Fourth month would be April. But it's a blessing in disguise. Like, it's going to be good. Because look at this. This is making me feel like Nine of Swords energy. It's making me feel like isolation. And sometimes when no one's around, we have these dark thoughts. Okay? That will get better. You need to be asking for protection. Those thoughts aren't your own. Those thoughts are kind of like, I need to be careful with how I say this because I don't want to scare anyone, because it's not like a bad energy, but it kind of is. Here's what I'll say. You have a house, and when you don't maintain your house, sometimes you can get rodents in the house. And they're not necessarily like bothering you, but they're annoying. You don't want them there. They're going to affect the house. They're going to nibble away at things. They're going to get into your cupboard. That's what this energy is. It's more of just like a rodent. Like, it's not like a big monster, but they're like little rodents in your life. You need to ask for protection, because those little rodents, that's what's giving you the bad thoughts. You're picking up on those like little things and going on in your mind. Okay? So just ask for protection from your spirit guides. When you hear those thoughts, douse yourself in white light. Okay? That's what I feel like you need to know today. Let me know if this resonates. If you want your own private reading, email me. And make sure to follow me so that you don't miss a reading that's supposed to find you. And if you like this tarot deck that I used, or any of my decks, you can get them in the TikTok shop. I'll link some right there. And if you don't have TikTok and you want a deck, you can email me and I'll let you know how to go about getting any of the decks that I have.